said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama. Speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say yo, so what you gonna do with that? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Cause you ain't built like that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
This is Logan. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And it's third down.
Out of the quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Taken down. Right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Carr. Looking long for his tight end. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
He was brought down by...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Single. 50 seconds. 50 seconds to mine. Get the ball.
Now this time, Carl throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
He's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He was brought down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
1st down, New York.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Logan. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Darnold completes it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A 4-yard gain.
They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
T.J. Logan. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Patriots nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
A gain of 4.
that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down, Jets.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mack. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He was Dante Hightower on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Darnold from the gun. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was king on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
At the 11-yard line.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7 down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Try to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, 81 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because
under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
It's second down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On second down, Michel. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 57, Express. Ricky.
Throwing his car on third down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Logan. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over.
34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he stopped immediately there. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
Brought down.
And as a making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
What now? 29. 29. I'm coming up to you. Hey, one set. Check right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Back now in Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On the carry, it's Logan, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Michelle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. It goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 2nd down now, Michelle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 6 man.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by
Jordan Willis.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's put him on.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And
this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
To number 86.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Jets.
Faking the give, Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Darnold's pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go down to a knee and a sigh of